Hello everybody, Revan Magus here, welcoming you to another tier list. Yes, we've done the Tales Girls, we've done the Stardew Valley. We are now moving on to the other amazing RPG series, Final Fantasy. Let's jump into it. Alright, first of all, Final Fantasy 1, I think all the girls, since they're so pixelated, I'm just gonna drop them in the Pixel Gal category. I mean, it's so hard because these two, the original concept art is that very watercolor style that Final Fantasy loves. So I don't remember either one of these two. I know they're non-playable characters because you select a class, do that kind of stuff. So I'm going to just say to both of them. Now I'm going to skip around a little bit to just more the characters I know first off, and then move on to the other characters. I have played a lot of these, I just don't remember some of them. Alright. So, we have, I believe her name was Ferris. Let me real quickly check that. Alright, so first of all, I'm not going to go with Ferris. I'm going to go with, I believe her name is Radia. What I remember about her in Final Fantasy was her parents were killed or something, and then she comes back later in the game when you're doing one of the crystals and is able to do a bunch of summon stuff. She's pretty awesome. Once again, the character design just kind of was weird, at least in the original. It's very Elvish, and it just kind of comes off as weird. I do have to admit, at least in the DS version, she is very, oh man. I like that. I'm very afraid I'm gonna scroll down here somewhere. Oh. We're gonna go with this is the after years. What is her after years? You know what, we're gonna go with the after years because I'm a little bit concerned that, it says that her original was 7. But she was 24 in the after years, so we'll go with the 24 look. Yeah. I mean, that works for me. Cutie, I like her. I'm gonna... Oh man, I don't want to start it off at the top. You know what? I'm gonna put her as a strong S. I think she was pretty cool. Alright, so next up we got Rosa. What is she? I feel like I hit 19, 20, 36. Okay. Kind of that more mature look to her. And I actually really like that. I mean, her original design is yeah, you know, kind of weird. I mean, I'm not sure why her underwear are outside her clothing. That's kind of odd. But I mean, the adult, she's got that very Ice Witch look to her. I don't remember this game too much, the characters in it all that well. It's been a long time since I played Final Fantasy 4, so I don't really remember too much, but I actually really like her. I just hate the costume design, so I'm gonna say she's a strong B. Strong B. Now Celis is kind of a tough one. I was hoping there would be more art around her. It's it doesn't seem like I'm really having much luck finding official art outside of the game. So, you know what we're gonna do? What we have to do. We're gonna go to character renditions based off of people's art styles. I like it. Once again, it's one of those costumes, and this is kind of my problem with Final Fantasy in general. This makes no sense. She's got gauntlets on, she's got pauldrons on, she's got everything metal except for every vital part of her body, which makes no sense. And she's wearing a weird leotard thing. Still, she had an epic scene in where she did the opera house sing song part, and you kind of take over as her for most of the world after Kefka, which is pretty awesome. She's good. I actually do like her. I think I would honestly put her as more of an A. So next up we got Terra. I don't actually like Terra. I actually think I didn't like her character, I didn't like her storyline, I didn't like her. I thought the whole Esper thing with her disappearing from the party for a long time, coming back, I don't know. Even like artist renditions of her with like this kind of stuff doesn't do anything for me. I think she's just mediocre. I don't know what their design was for her. So I'm actually gonna put her as a C. Alright, so we're gonna go with Maria next. I'm gonna work my way across that way. I don't know anything about this chick. I don't even understand what's going on with her. Her costume makes no sense. Like, I don't understand how this is holding on. Just overall, piss poor character design. I don't like that one at all. The card art's awesome, but I kind of hate her. Next up, Rafia. I like Rafia. She's very much a down-to-earth girl. Her costume looks very normal. I think she's cool. I think very basic design. This is a girl you take home to your parents. Definitely good. Solid A. Solid A. Next one is Sarah from FF3. Ugh, I hate this design. I hate this character choice. I don't like anything about this character. The DS version was just as dumb. I don't like this character. I'm gonna put her in I hate her. So next up we've got Ferris and we've got Lena. I'm not really too familiar with either one of these. Their character designs, at least... See, these look very like chibi, like they were taken from something else. I'm not really too sure what. So you have like this character for... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of either character design. I never played FF5. I did not. I kind of wish I had, but at the same time, I mean... It didn't do anything for me. Like, it didn't even seem like a game that like should have been on my radar. I'm plopping them both into the I hate them category. I just don't think they're worthwhile. Alright, now we're starting to get into like the characters that are amazing. First of all, Aerith. Absolutely awesome. I love the character design. I love everything about her. I haven't played all the way through FF7 Remake, which is very disappointing. But I actually really think she's a great character design. I love the new look of her. And I do love that every character, that she's supposedly a plain Jane in this world, which is absolutely amazing because knockout looking girl. She was kind of okay, like, she leaves the party so early due to reasons like stabbings, but like her character design, everything about her, I like her a lot. Like, she's easy S tier for me. Alright, now I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one, but this is probably my favorite girl. Tifa Lockhart. Favorite girl. It's no secret. I love the girls that work out a lot. The girls that are very fit. Awesome girl. Her personality in the games is amazing. Very dedicated. Looks great in the kimono. All that kind of stuff that she does in the remake. Absolutely awesome design. A little silly at the time because it doesn't really make sense it doesn't really make exact sense, but it works. Awesome character, best character. I try to forget the movie because they made her super pale, but awesome character. Absolutely best girl. Next up, we've got Yuffie. Yuffie. Oh my gosh. Yuffie. Have they... I don't know if she's in... I don't think she's in... They haven't shown anything. They might have actually shown like a brief image of what she's going to look like in the remake. I'm not really too sure if they have or have not. I'm trying to think if they will or have. Anyway, we're not going to go with that. We're just going to go with what we have for her right now. This is Yuffie's look in the original FF7 promo art, all that. The costume is stupid. The look is very oddly childish without being... It's a weird style. I don't know. The like weird meshing on the one leg. Her actual character is really annoying. She steals from you. Is this supposedly what she's going to look like? Oh, that's in the movie. So, yeah, her movie look was a little bit better, but overall, like, her character is awful to, like, your team until, like, you assist her. So she's very, like... I'm struggling to... I'm actually putting her at C. I think she's horrible. Next up, oh my god, is Cutest. I think is how you say the name. Oh my gosh. This character... Oh. I fell in love with this character. Uses a whip, is your teacher, has a great... Right in the intro, the like sigh she gives, amazing. She was like one of the... She wore like military uniforms for like the school. Everything about her was like... She was a very realistic character. Oh, her like normal clothing. I'm trying to find one that's actually like character art. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that very mature, like authoritative look. Very... Cutest. Easy. Top tier for me. Alright, next up is Rinoa. Final Fantasy VIII as well. Kind of the main character opposite Squall. She leads, I think they're called the Owls. I'm not really too sure. It's been a while, once again. Her character design's plain. Shorts, weird like coat thing over it. Very kind of Asian inspired. Honestly, she gets points because she's got a cool dog, and I love her dog. But overall, like, just, you know, everything with her is just kind of eh. She's like okay. She's like Tifa light, in my opinion. Not as cool of a design. Just alright, just there. I would honestly say she's like the B. So next up is Selfie. Selfie uses... what does she use? She uses nunchucks. That's her whole thing. Is nunchucks. Her design I actually can't stand. I don't like the hair. I don't like the look. Her personality. She's like that zany character that's supposed to be opposite Zell. It doesn't work very well. I don't think I actually used her unless I was forced into it. Even her costume, like her base costume's kind of dumb. So, overall, not a big fan. Not even like slightly a fan to that degree. C. So next up, Beatrix. Beatrix, I think is her name. I always get this confused because I think it's like Bellatrix. But, yeah. She's not in the game very often. She's kind of... She's good. She's a great fighter. Like, when you have her on the team, she pretty much wrecks everything. Her design's awful. Her character's meh. I mean, she's a knight. She fights you every once in a while. You can't beat her. It's kind of annoying. She's meh. Very meh. Next up, I believe her name's Aiko. Yeah, her name's Aiko. I believe she's like 8. She's 6. Yeah, this is a hard no. Everything about this, no. I don't hate her, but I am not even putting that in as a potential. Oh god, this is a bad one. This is Freya. Freya is like a rat-esque character in Final Fantasy. If you are into furries, I guess she is alright. She's a Dragoon, pretty awesome character like to have on your team. I actually really enjoy her character. But look at those feet, look at those talons, look at the claws, like everything about her. Oof. I mean, oh boy. I know her character is actually pretty cool, and like she's very nice, and there's no personality issues, it's just the looks, and yeah. I mean, she's better than these girls though. Still. So, you know, C, B, B. Alright, next we got Garnet. How old is Garnet? Actually, I think Garnet might be 16. We'll say okay. But so this is Garnet. She reminds me of the girl from Wizards of Waverly Place, Selena Gomez. That's who it is. That's what she reminds me of, the look, everything like that. Eventually, she changes her name and cuts her hair to Garnet, from Garnet to Dagger, because apparently the first thing she saw was a dagger and decided to cut her hair. I think there's also, if I remember correctly, there's a stupid plot line with her losing her voice and not really talking too much, and that's kind of honestly really dumb. The whole thing with that was dumb. Honestly, she can be a B too. Next up is Payne. She was added in FFX2. Yes. The all-girl band version of Final Fantasy. And pretty much, I honestly thought this was Lulu, and like a later version of Lulu at first. I thought that's what they were going for. But instead, it's like she's very just standoffish, quiet, doesn't say much. It's supposed to be that, like, she's tough, she's rough, she's vicious, leather, you know. She's not very rememberable. So, honestly, I'm actually going to put her as a C as well. Now, the next character that we are getting into is Lulu. Lulu's amazing. Lulu is like... she's amazing, but her character design is so weird. Like, why? 8 million belts, goth look. I really like the character. She is married, unfortunately, to Waka Waka. But, let's take that out of the equation. Very elegant, very mature looking. I hazard to guess that she is pretty unique. I'm just gonna say that. I like her. I like Lulu. I think she's a great character. Honestly, she's an S tier for me. Alright, so next up we got Rikku. Rikku comes in FF6, 7, 10. Oh my god, can't talk. She is the main character's cousin, I believe is how it, Yuna's cousin, I believe is how it is. You kind of meet her when she's got this like military stealth like look to her. She's pretty cool. I like her actually a lot. She's not great, I believe, in the game, but like her design's interesting. I really liked it in X2 for obvious reasons. She's kind of, once again, the chaotic, like, silly, over-the-top girl. Yeah, this costume. And, to a degree, she's kind of comedic. I do like the fact that in the game, Titus relies more on her in the sense that he actually does divulge very early on, I believe, when they're going to Xanathar, that he is like the major plot point. So he divulges a lot of stuff to her very early on. I don't want to go into deeper with that in case you haven't played FF10. I would hope you have at this point. I like her. I'll be honest, I would actually put her very top tier for me. So next up we got Yuna. I like Yuna. I really love the characters actually in FF10 on the female side. They toned back a lot of their costumes to make them a little bit more realistic without going too far to normalcy. Like, this is a very traditional look. I like that. There's no weird, like, except for, like, really Riku, a lot of the characters in the original FF10 have pretty good style on the female side. Titus is the real outlander. His just is kind of dumb all over. But I love this design, and then when you go into her X2, it gets weird with like the open, but I actually really like the look. I still think it's a great look. I like the character. I think in FF10 too, they kind of make her a little bit one-dimensional going after Titus, which is kind of annoying. But whatever. She's alright. I would say she's decently high ranked. I'm gonna put her as an A. Alright, so next up we got most of the characters from FF12, I believe is which one this is. Yes. So we got Prish. I couldn't get into FF12. I don't know, it didn't do much for me. I don't like Prish at all. I don't like the character design. I don't know, it's just to me. This is actually a character I don't like at all. The look, everything with it. I'm gonna put it in a very low C. Next up we have Shantoto, I think is how it is. Like I said, I have not played through all of FF11, so all I know about this character is from Dissidia, however you pronounce it. I mean, she is like 2 foot. If you like tiny girls, great. If you don't, I hazard to guess, I don't really like her look. I'm putting her as a C. Next up is Ash. I like Ash. I love the costume. I like the look. I hate these things, but like overall, I actually think she's a very, one of the more attractive girls. I don't remember too much else other than she was like the secondary character. So she's not bad. I think I had her in Brave Exodus too, the mobile version. I'd say she's pretty good. I would put her as a strong A. Oh gosh, this sucks. So this is going to be a personal, completely biased reasoning. Fran. Fran is a bunny girl in Final Fantasy. And I will be honest, I saw somebody cosplay as her many years ago. And that completely won me over. And I didn't care that, like, anything else. The girl that, like, cosplayed her was super awesome, super nice, super friendly. Did a great job with the costume. It looked very well done. Everything with it was great. So it kind of, like, elevates this. I am so biased on this that it is unreal. Just for strictly, not even the character in the game, unfortunately. Just that costume. Pinello, I don't like this girl. I just think this is a really, it's like Selfie light. So, no. Man, there's a lot of bad ones in here. Alright, so next up we have Sarah. She is from Final Fantasy 13. I like this character. I like the design, very simplistic. I don't really remember too much about her. I think she's the main character in 13 too. The whole time journey thing, I didn't play 13 too. But I like the character design. I think I actually really like her. This costume's awesome. This costume's amazing. This costume alone, amazing. I'll put her as an S. She's cute. I like her. Next up we have Lumina. I believe she kind of is a protag, antag. I like her. I think she, once again, she looks like Sarah. I believe I didn't play 13-2, so I'm not entirely positive if it's supposed to be, which I think it's supposed to be. I like her too. I'm gonna just put her in the same place. Next up, Fang. I have a thing for these tan girls that look like they could honestly beat the crap out of you. I like her. Definitely think she's great. S as well. Some of the later characters, yeah. All right, next up, Lightning, main character, Final Fantasy 13. Goes through a bunch of different changes. Yeah, she gets a lot of different changes throughout the games. I like her. Her costumes are relatively interesting. This one is cool. This is actually a really cool costume. I like this one a lot. I don't understand why you need a knife on a knife, but I actually really like her too. Man, these 13 had some good female character designs. All right, next up, Vanille. I remember this character being super annoying, super overly peppy. I remember her just being so annoying. That's all I remember about her, that she was really annoying. And she had a name like Vanille. Why would you? Yeah, anyway. I'll put her as a B. She's a little bit better than some of them. Alright, so now we're... I can't remember the girl I can't remember her name from... I believe this is FF14 A Realm Reborn. Alright, so yeah, this is... Y'shtola? I think she was in FF14, the online version. She was alright. I thought she was a very secondary character. I really don't remember. I don't remember much about her. I can't even remember what she did to make... I'm gonna put her as a C. I don't remember anything about that character. It's embarrassing. Alright, Arena Highwind. This girl is absolutely freaking amazing. This character is awesome. The fact that you could get her as a glitch on your, as a character that you could play as was even better. She was awesome. She was kind of a villain in the sense that she kept coming back. She kept fighting your characters. Oh my gosh, she was awesome. Like, oh, the character design, the fights with her, everything with her was great. She was hard as heck to fight. Oh yeah. Next up, Luna Freya. Once again, FF versus 15 versus. The numbers now are so. This was supposed to be Nox's mean girl. She was okay. I don't really remember her having much of a personality until later into the game. Just alright there. You know, okay. I'm gonna put her as an A. She's not that great to me. Alright, so next up, these are all the characters from Final Fantasy Type 0. Oh god, I don't remember, like, I didn't play this one. I don't know anything about this storyline. Like, this is the first girl cater. I don't remember anything about them. I remember it was a, like, I believe you could get it if you got, like, you could get a demo of the game with another game or something. But it just never really, it never really did anything. Like, they all kind of look alike. They all have the same, like, clothing. I think there was a reasoning for that. They were all part of a class or something. But this was, like, the most forgettable FF game I can think of. I don't know anybody that's like, this is a great game that you need to play, and your life is sucky without playing it. So, I'm just gonna quickly throw them into places. The cater girl, who cares? Her, who cares? You're a little bit better. She's all right. I'd put her there. Yeah, the two androgynous looking characters, Alright, and so next up, we've got the two characters from Final Fantasy Tactics. Which, once again, these two characters, the game was very pixelated. This is kind of the art style, the hand-drawn. So, yeah. Now, these three, I don't remember what they're from. I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Okay, so apparently these three are from... I guess they're from... What the heck are they from? They're from World of Final Fantasy? I have no idea. I have never heard of this. Anyway, the first girl is Anna Cross. I mean, okay. That's something. I hate any girl that has that stupid, like, Halleck thing. I hate her. I don't know this girl's name. Hein? But she's goth. And goth girls win me over, too. I actually, character design-wise, fine. And the last one is Rain? What was this game? This game is, I don't even know. Alright, very plain. Very normal looking. She's okay. Alright, so here is the absolute list. This is my personal list. I don't know if you guys agree with it. I'm curious to hear if you think these are right, if you think these are wrong, if there's certain characters I completely threw in a very low tier that you're like, no, they need to be up here. But overall, this is what I think. Best characters, best girls in Final Fantasy series throughout all of it. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the comments and leave a like and subscribe. But until next time, this is Revan Magus. I'll catch you later.